Hello, my name is Trent Malachik and I'm the Northwest Area Agricultural Economic Specialist. I will be providing a detailed look at the Price Loss Coverage Program in the 2014 Farm Bill. Price Loss Coverage, or PLC, provides an income safety net when prices of covered commodities are below the reference price set in the Farm Bill. Therefore, a payment is made if the actual price falls below the reference price. There will be no payment under this program for yield losses. This program is similar to CCP in the 2008 Farm Bill. The key difference is reference prices have been adjusted higher. Payments are tied to 85% of the base acreage just like in Ark County, and they're tied to program yields. These generally do not depend on current production choices. Except for those with cotton base or with fruits and vegetables, planting more or less of a given crop will have no effect on payments. So again, price loss coverage protects against losses in price only. It will pay on the difference between the marketing year average price and the reference price. That difference will be multiplied by the FSA yield and paid on 85% of the base acres. In this table, we see some PLC reference prices listed for various commodities. See that grain sorghum is $3.95, peanuts are $535, oats are $2.40, soybeans at $8.40, and wheat at $5.50. So the following table shows wheat marketing year average prices from 1975 to 2014. It also includes a red line, which is the reference price for wheat in the 2014 Farm Bill at $5.50. As you can see here, the price has been greater than $5.50 only 7 years out of this time period. At the time of election, producers had to decide whether they thought wheat prices would return to low levels or if they would continue at the higher levels they had seen in recent years. Here we can see PLC payments in more detail. Similarly to the ARC example in another presentation, we have a 5-year Olympic average county yield at 33 bushels per acre and a 5-year Olympic average marketing year average price at $6.60 for a benchmark revenue of $218. Here we'll say that the CC yield, or the FSA yield, is 35 bushels per acre, and the reference price is $5.50. So in order for PLC to make a payment, the actual marketing year average price would have to fall below $5.50, and the difference from $5.50 to the actual marketing year average price would be paid on the CC yield of 35 bushels per acre. So for example, we can see that on the left side we have the marketing year average price at $7.92 down to $3.93. PLC payments are not dependent upon yield because they are made based on the CC yield of that particular farm. So here we have the red line representing 550. So at 542, we would take 550 minus 542 and multiply that number by 35 to get $2.80. Continuing down, as the wheat price falls below $5, for example at $4.97, the difference between $5.50 and $4.97 multiplied by 35 gives a payment of $18.55 per acre. And continuing down, we see that PLC payments can become much larger than ARC payments because PLC does not have the 10% stop loss that ARC has. So if a producer expects wheat prices to go very low, such as $3.93, you can see that the difference between $5.50 and $3.93 multiplied by 35 bushel the acre is $54.95, which is much larger than the maximum $21.78 ARC County payment. Some considerations for producers enrolled in PLC. Base acres enrolled in PLC will receive payments only when the marketing year average price falls below the reference price. Therefore, they must protect themselves from losses in yield, either using crop insurance or some other risk management tool. PLC does not carry a payment limitation, which may allow it to make larger payments than ARC during periods of very low prices. Therefore, they have more protection from falling prices than producers enrolled in ARC. For more information on price loss coverage or agricultural risk coverage, please visit the following websites on this page, or please contact your local county extension agent. Thank you.